the difference in following up a back-to-back like this would be that intensity. And I think you guys were 15-2 on the offensive boards, just seemed to dominate those hustle categories.
Yeah, I thought our defense, even though they shot a high percentage, I thought we had great activity. We caused turnovers that got us into the open floor, easy buckets. We got to the line 30 times. And I also thought we created good rhythm to shoot threes. So we shot a good percentage from three. But I loved our overall activity. And we got to continue to do that. And they're a hard team to guard. They really are. With DeRozan, and then what Levine does, and then Vucevic, those three, and then the way the game started, Caruso was making threes at the beginning of the game. Patrick Williams is like he's a terrific all-around player. So that team is hard to guard.
What do you think of that reception for Derek?
Yeah, it's great. Happy for him. I know what he means to the city, to the fans, to the Bulls. And I know how he feels about the Bulls and the city. So it was really, really nice to see for him.
Did he ask you, like, hey, can I get in the game, or is this just a decision you made there?
No, I asked him. no, and it's not an easy thing, but like I told you, I can't say enough about, Derek. And when I say that, it's, like it's long-standing, it's a long relationship. And we have a lot with each other, but whatever role he's been asked, whether he was the MVP playing virtually every minute to when I picked him up in Minnesota, I didn't know what the role was going to be. And then he starred in that role. And then he starred with us when we brought him to New York. And he's starring in the role that he's in right now. I talk to him all the time. I want to know the way he sees the game, what his thoughts are, and he sees things great. He's been through everything. He's been great for our young guys. And I think it's important to have the right veterans around our young guys. And so there's nothing in this league that he hasn't seen. And so from being at the top of the mountain to being hurt for 3 consecutive years to being through all kinds of things and then to bounce back and be the person that he is, it just says a lot about him. And so I was happy for him.
How did he react when you asked him if he wanted to go in?
I can't repeat what he said, but but he was he was excited. He's this is home for him. So I would say New York's his adopted home. He loves New York, so I know how he feels about both places. But I think coming back here, it means something to him. And this organization, he meant a lot to the organization, but the organization means a lot to him too.
When you look at kind of where you were after that game at home against Oklahoma City, I think you won 10 of 16 since then. What do you just make of how you guys have played now here for a while?
Yeah, and I think I said this to you guys, like when it happened, is when we caught OKC during that stretch, they were putting up 130, 140 on every. They were and it can happen. And so, if you look at anything, in a one game sample, there's a lot of factors that go into a game. Sometimes it's schedule, sometimes travel, sometimes you're out of rhythm, whatever it might be. So the thing that I saw was a team that was getting better every day in practice. And I know, I was repeating to you because I watch everything over and over. I study the film, and then I look at the numbers, and I know which way the numbers are trending. So it also tells me, what direction we're heading in. And so if you want the focus to be on daily improvement and build the right habits, and if you're doing those things, you're going to get better as you go along. So I think guys are building chemistry with each other, and that chemistry is on both sides of the ball.
I know you've talked a number of times about RJ's propensity to kind of start off slower and then work his way up. And I know you talked about how you don't think it has to do with his off-season routine, but more specifically on it, is there something?
He's staying with me next summer, so it'll be good.
Is there something with is there something with slow starters that
I don't know, I don't know. You can't. I wish I had the answer. I know he worked all summer, and so but it's been, all 3 years, it's just a steady climb. And I like that. But he doesn't get rattled. He just keeps forging ahead. And so it's a good mindset to have. And I think he'll get there. I think the more times that he goes through it, he'll rev the engine up and be ready to go.
Hottest 6-game winning streak, the hottest team in the East right now. Does it feel like you guys are hitting that stride? I mean,
We're not taking the cheese. No, and I just said that, and for our team, like when you go through, and it's like this game will have nothing to do with Sunday's game. So the important thing for us is not to feel too good about ourselves. And, enjoy the win tonight. Then tomorrow we got to start getting ready for Indiana, and then we got to put the work into the game. We know how talented they are, right? And so each day, you take it day by day. You don't skip over things. You don't look back and say, oh, well, we won 6 in a row, so that means we're good. No, it doesn't work like that, right? Usually when you start feeling too good about yourself, that's when you get knocked on your butt.
Surprising you just how fast it feels like it's kind of happened since he got healthy?
No, not really, because I think, like we talk, and it's funny because you tend to forget the things that he did last year, so, and then you watch him in practice and you see the way, he competes and the things that he does, so it doesn't surprise me. And I think his teammates search him out, and he's starting to get a rhythm knowing as to where his shots are going to come from. He's doing a good job of moving without the ball. I think our players are doing a good job of moving without the ball, and I think they're doing a great job with screening off the ball. So it's creating good rhythm shots for us.
We're coming in late with the threes, the D. Talk on the other side of them not necessarily contesting for your longer shots. I mean,
I don't know. I wouldn't say that again. I would want to look at the film. Sometimes you could challenge in this league, and the players can make. So I would say I like the rhythm because I thought we had guys willing to make the extra pass. So, but they were. We struggled early in the first half. And I thought our defense got us going when we caused the turnovers to get into the open floor, and so I thought that helped us. But they're a dangerous team. I know that.
How do you like the way that Jalen and Quentin complement each other in the backcourt?
Yeah, terrific. I just think the shooting really helps a lot, and obviously the defense helps our team immensely. And it gives us high energy. It gives us multiple effort. So that backcourt is playing. The way our perimeter is playing right now. You throw RJ in there, and then throw the bench in there. We're mixing and matching. Deuce has given us great minutes. Quick has been phenomenal. He didn't make shots, but he still played a good game for us tonight.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Yep.